Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, but it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. Talk to someone about themselves, and they'll listen for hours. Remember that a person's name is, to that person, the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Criticism is dangerous because it wounds a person's precious pride, hurts his sense of importance, and arouses resentment. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Our fatigue is often caused, not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. When we hate our enemies, we are giving them power over us, power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon, instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. If you can't sleep, then get up and do something, instead of lying there and worrying. It's the worry that gets you, not the lack of sleep. Act enthusiastic, and you will be enthusiastic. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. The royal road to a man's heart is to talk to him about the things he treasures most. If you want to gather honey, don't kick on the beehive. The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. Arouse in the other person an eager want. He who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Feeling sorry for yourself and your present condition is not only a waste of energy, but the worst habit you could possibly have. Remember that unjust criticism is often a disguised compliment. Remember that no one ever kicks a dead dog. Flaming enthusiasm, backed up by horse sense and persistence, is the quality that most frequently makes for success. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Keep busy, it's the cheapest kind of medicine there is. The person who seeks all their applause from outside has their happiness in another's keeping. The expression a woman wears on her face is far more important than the clothes she wears on her back. Your purpose is to make your audience see what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Relevant detail, couched in concrete, colorful language, is the best way to recreate the incident as it happened and to picture it for the audience. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. The ideas I stand for are not mine. I borrowed them from Socrates. I swiped them from Chesterfield. I stole them from Jesus, and I put them in a book. If you don't like the rules, whose would you use? If you want to be enthusiastic, act enthusiastic. Talk about your own mistakes before criticizing the other person. Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate, with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm, on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. Let's not allow ourselves to be upset by small things we should despise and forget. Remember, life is too short to belittle. No matter what happens, always be yourself. Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. The person who goes farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. The sure thing boat never gets far from shore. When dealing with people, let us remember, we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with prejudices and motivated by pride and vanity. Knowledge isn't power until it is applied. Fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. The essence of all art is to have pleasure in giving pleasure. Every man I meet is my superior in some way. In that, I learn of him. Applause is a receipt, not a bill. Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. If you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Pay less attention to what men say, just watch what they do. Begin in a friendly way. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Feeling important makes people want to follow you. Give them a reason to. Let the other person save face. Praise the slightest improvement, and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation, and lavish in your praise. Don't worry about the past, it's gone. Don't worry about the future, it's not here yet. Worry about the present, because that's where you are. Let's never try to get even with our enemies, because if we do, we will hurt ourselves far more than we hurt them. Let's never waste a minute thinking about people we don't like. The load of tomorrow, added to that of yesterday, carried today, makes the strongest falter. Encouragement is the oxygen of the soul. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.